Hey guys, Bigrat310 is here again with another, yes, it's coming back, Hardtruths. Today's DVDs. Manhattan Mayhem. Death Before Dishonor 4. I got this one on eBay. I feel proud, having an ROH DVD that's sold out. Death Before Dishonor. I paid a lot for this one. I paid like $30, $35 I think actually. And I did that because I thought the Cage of Death was absolutely freaking unbelievably awesome. Wasn't. But we'll talk about this later, and boy, do I have a lot to say about this show. Very good show, very underrated show. Let's get to the instant classic, Manhattan Mayhem. Some people say this is ROH's best. It was considered ROH's best show for a long time, and people to this day still say it's ROH's best show. Some people, very, very few. I personally don't think it's I don't even think it's in my top 5, and as a top 10, it's close. It could be in my top 10, but it's definitely not in my top 5. Let's see. Better Than Our Best, Anarchy in the UK, Death Before Dishonor 6, Supercard of Honor 3. Man Up. There's another one I'm missing. They were all better than this. But it was still a very good show, and I understand why people love this show, because the worst match is 3.25 stars. But my problem with the show is there's no 4-star matches, not one, not in my opinion at least. And when you don't have a 4-star match, it doesn't give you an incentive to really go out and get this DVD. Now there is a very famous match on this DVD. So maybe I'm wrong. Some people do consider that match 4 stars, so maybe I'm wrong. But here, let's get to rundown. We start off with losing team of split up, Izzy and Deranged versus Dixie and Azrieal. I saw this in the second match weeks ago, like before I even saw Round Robin Challenge. I remember Round Robin Challenge hadn't gotten in the mail yet, so I started watching this. Then the next day Round Robin Challenge came, then school started. Izzy and Deranged versus Dixie and Azrieal. Pretty good match, 3.25 stars. Worst match of the night, which is a compliment to this show. I don't remember too much about it. I remember it was not a spot fest, but it had a lot of flips and cool moves. Pretty good match, 3.25 stars. Nigel McGuinness versus Colt. Cabana, great psychology in this one, and great technical wrestling. Great technical wrestling. I don't think there was one really grapple. I think these guys stayed on the mat for 10 minutes. Some people might not like that. I personally found it enjoyable, especially with Colt Cabana, who's hilarious and finds very comedic ways to make his submission wrestling funny. And the ending was great. Great booking in the ending. I won't give it away. And to lead with the future program, this was just a great booking and a very good match. 3.25. Again, very fun. Now, a great match. James Gibson versus Black Tiger, 3.5 stars. It could be 3.75. I'm not sure yet. But this was very good. This was very good, I must admit. I was pretty impressed by it. James Gibson in ROH was the man. Very fun match. Black Tiger's pretty cool. It was only like 15 minutes, I think. A lot of these matches were... I think every single match on here was more than 15 minutes. No, Colt Cabana's match was only 11. And very entertaining match. Who won this match and how? Oh yeah, I wasn't too big of a fan of the ending just because I didn't really like how it came about. Next comes B.J. Whitmer and Jimmy Jacobs for Roderick and Jack Evans. Great match, 3.75. I could say 4. This could be the match of the night. Nah, 3.75. I'm gonna stick with that rating. Very good match, I must say. Very fun match. A lot of cool moves in here. Jack Evans. H. Owen said this best, and I know I always copy what he says, but we're waiting for Jack Evans to die. Great moves, 3.75. Next we get Samoa Joe, Jay Lethal. I love the whole student versus teachers thing. I love this one where you have two faces, when the most common one really is the heel student and the old wise teacher, and the student usually ends up winning and sometimes even burying the teacher. This was a very fun match, 3.75. Then after this match, Homicide and Low-Key, I forgot the name of the group, the Wattweilers, come out and they beat up Samoa Joe and Lethal. Next we have Dog Collar match, CM Punk Rave. A bit overrated. Some people thought this match was better than John Cena JBL, that Quit match, which was that same month. I disagree. Still a very good match, 3.75. I was tempted to give it 4 because of Punk's promo. He cut a great promo afterwards, but ROH fucked it up by going to Alex Shelley, entering the ring, then back to Punk's promo, then to Alex Shelley entered the ring, then back to Punk's promo. It was weird. 3 3/4. Next, we get Austin Aries versus Alex Shelley in a great world title match. I think this might be match of the night, 3 3/4. A good 20 minutes, solid match, very fun. And then after this match, Homicide and Low Key come out, and Joe and Lethal come out and beat up Homicide and Low Key, and they have an impromptu 9-minute match, which was also 3 3/4. Very fun. That was a great match. And you know, like I said, there's 5 3 3/4, a 3.5, and 2 3 1/4. That's a great card there. There's just no 4 stars. But any of those 5 matches you can consider 4 stars, and I wouldn't have a problem with it. So I guess, yeah, now I kind of understand why it's one of the best shows ever. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Very good show. Like I said, it's still an excellent show. I just thought, you know, it was kind of overrated because some people think this is the best of all time. But it's still a very, very good show. Manhattan Mayhem. I recommend you go pick it up. Next, you get Death Before Dishonor 4. Very underrated show. I'm going to say that right now. Very underrated show. Okay, we start with Seth versus Delirious. This is possibly the best 4-minute match I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to give it 2.5 stars for a 4-minute match. It was going great, and then they just kind of ended it. And this show was 3.5 hours. It was really long. And they only give this match 4 minutes, and that kind of upset me. But it was still a very fun match. For 4 minutes, I'm going to give it 2.5. Let's get Colt Cabana and Jay Lethal versus Jimmy Rave and Rinauro. Colt Cabana, his usual funny self, playing around with Jimmy Rave, who the crowd hates and throws toilet paper at. Rinauro acting like an idiot. It all just worked. And also, Colt Cabana and Jay Lethal try to one-up each other. Like, Jay Lethal would do a standing drop kick, and Colt Cabana would kind of just, like, sit down and stick his legs out and kick someone in the shins because he's not, you know, athletically fit enough to kick him. It was very funny. They did very funny stuff there. And good match. I'm not a big fan of the ending just because I've never seen Jimmy Rave use that move before ever to finish, and it kind of made Colt Cabana look a little weak. Yeah, I just gave it away. I don't care. So, yeah, 3 1/4. It could have been 3.5 because it was really funny, but the ending kind of hurt it for me. Next, you get Nigel McGuinness versus Roderick Strong. This was very good. 3 3/4. Bit overrated. Like, Sanders Robin made it seem like such a big deal when he said, "Oh, Death Before Dishonor 4. Go check out Nigel McGuinness versus Roderick Strong." I thought it was good, but great, I guess. But like that match you have to go see. Not really. Really, the first 10 minutes were good, like your average pure title match, which was fine. And then, like, there was a 5-minute period where it got really good, like, really good. And the ending, I just hated. I hate count-out endings. I really do. And I'm not the guy that hates it all the time. But when you have a pure title, and that puts huge emphasis on no gimmicks, no bullshit booker endings, just on the wrestling, and then you end it with a count-out, it's kind of contradictory to the meaning of the pure title, in my opinion. That's why it kind of hurt the match for me. I'm going to give it 3 3/4. Next, we get, surprisingly, the second best match of the night, and that's the Briscoes versus the Irish Airbourne. Damn, was this good, man. This was 4 stars. Very enjoyable, and I really didn't expect it, to be honest. They had a match at Epic Encounter 2, which was weak, like 10 minutes. I think I gave it a 1 3/4. This was 17 or 18 minutes, and it was great. It was the second longest match of the night. That's probably why. But it was great, man. It was really good. 4 stars. Irish Airbourne, very underrated team, I can tell. But damn, really shocked the hell out of me. And if it wasn't for the last 15 minutes of the Cage of Death, this could have been match of the night. Next, we get Davey Richards versus AJ Styles. A little disappointing. It's 3 3/4, but I expected this huge match. It was fun, but disappointing. Next, we get Danielson, Sanjay Dutt. The crowd here is awesome. This is the best crowd I've probably ever seen ever, because half the arena was CCW, half the arena was ROH. And Sanjay Dutt really played off of that. He would, like, put Bryan Danielson, like, and also the CCW fans, since they don't know wrestling, like, I remember one time in the Irish Airbourne match, CCW fans would go, "We want tables," and the ROH fans would go, "Shut the fuck up." The crowd made this show awesome. And during this match, they did a lot of, like, the CCW fans, because they don't know wrestling, going, "Danielson, boring, overrated, shut the fuck up, overrated, shut the fuck up, CC Dub, sucks, CC Dub." And the wrestling itself was like 3 1/4, 3.5, but the crowd really made this match 3 3/4, really made it a lot of fun. Next we get Cage of Death, Team ROH, Joe Whitmer, Pierce Steele, Danielson, and Homicide versus Hero, Butcher, Castagnoli, Webb, and Eddie Kingston. Basically, Bryan Danielson was the mystery partner, but then he beat up Samoa Joe because he was supposed to fight Samoa Joe like a week for the title. And then Bryan Danielson left, and Samoa Joe was so injured that he had to leave. And, you know, all the people came in. It was lethal lockdown rules. And then Homicide comes in at the end. The first, like, 40 minutes, this match was, like, 40 minutes. The first, actually longer, match was, like, yeah, like 43 minutes, I think. The first, like, 30 minutes were not that good. You know, once Bryan Danielson and Joe left, it kind of just got a little boring. CCW guys just kind of, like, punch, chair shot. I think they did, like, 2 really cool spots. And then Homicide came in, and it got really good, really fun. It gets 4 stars, and it's the match of the night. I expected, like, 4.5, but still 4 stars, you know, very fun. I'm going to give it the match of the night. Then Homicide asked for 3 witches, and the third one was to reinstate Low Key, who Cornette hates, and he wouldn't do it. Homicide spit in Cornette's face. Cornette beats up Homicide with a strap with the help of Adam Pearce. And I'm going to give the show a 9. Very good show. Very underrated. I think you should go and check it out. Find it on eBay if you can, because it's sold out on the website. So 2 very good shows. I'm Bigrat310. I'm out, guys. See ya.